So it's both teams making substitutions here. Warriors trail by 3. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who each made an All-NBA team.
Well, Looney knows his role, good at keeping the ball moving and finding the right man for the shot.
From the baseline. Will not go. This is off the front iron. To the paint. There's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
With the fadeaway. Reed misses.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Milton with it. Kuminga picks him up. And that one's good. House.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now, here's Poole. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. The Warriors lead it. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
At the line for the 76ers.
Milton, no good on the free throw.
One shot. Coming on the floor for the 76ers. Montrezl.
9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Milton. Hero. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
It's Harden with the drive. That one, no good.
Well, James Harden still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
To the inside. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors. Here's Harrell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Second personal foul.
You'd love to bottle up the energy that Harrell plays for. Hustle points coming through.
The 76ers have come up empty at the line so far in 3 attempts. And that one misses. And Greg Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injury. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says, if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks.
and some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Just 4 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Rick, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots. The vision Curry has on the floor, we've seen him put those goggles up from time to time. He easily spots a ready shooter that time.
And it's Wiseman in the corner. Outside, Green. Back to Wiseman. He doesn't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Embiid.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Curry. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. 76ers trailing. And with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Inside. Here's Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 12 points in the game.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And here is Poole. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Wiggins. And the shot goes in. And the Warriors lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
Energy point from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Knocked away. And stolen by Thibault. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Out left to the wing. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
To the wing on the left. And stolen by Thibault. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Melton. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. Wiggins outside. Back to Thompson. Here's Wiggins. Now here's Looney. Guarded by Embiid. On the wing, Thompson. Wiggins outside. Good on the three-point shot. Wiggins has got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Wiggins is shooting it with confidence, and he's a threat to put up some big numbers.
Back to Embiid. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. A 2-point game. To the paint. Here's Green. Good on the bucket. Green's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Warriors.
Draymond Green with a great job playing the high screen and roll. Keeps the D off balance every time. Well, if Steph Curry works as hard at golf when he has the time as he did in shooting the basketball, I don't know. He's no slouch on the golf course.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you.
Second personal foul.
There was a story, Brent, a couple years ago that Steph Curry's best round of golf came during the NBA Finals. Had you heard that?
I did hear that, but I also heard that Andre Iguodala has a major role in how that happened. Andre was taking up his golf game when they were battling the Cavs in 2018. And I think that competitive spirit of Steph's took over. They wanted to take Andre on, and they got out there during the finals. How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Here's Harden. Embiid trying to break loose. Harden, no good. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
To the middle. Wiseman. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead. Pass to Embiid. They get the rebound. Will it go? And he sinks the layup. Embiid's got 18 points.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
Curry on the wing. Get the shot. That shot is off. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Just thinking aloud about the best teams of my lifetime, that 2017 Warriors are way up there. That first year KD was with Golden State.
Harris with it. Wiseman picks him up. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And the title-winning 2017 Warriors, Brent Barry, what made them special?
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, I mean, all these guys in their prime, Kevin, but to me it's what Steve created there stylistically. The fact that they played with so much freedom, so much enjoyment. You don't see that all that often. So the Warriors reaching the crown with that kind of consistency and character, that's what made it special.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And welcome out your Warriors, Knicks team.
The 76ers trail by 5. To the inside. In low. And that one's good. Thibault.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Thompson outside. To the left wing. Here's Kuminga. Here's Looney. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And Looney able to stick with it that time, even getting roughed up a bit.
And, you know, one of the unsung heroes of the Warriors championship teams, Kevon Looney.
Totally understands his role and a rotation guy who can start for you, but how much consistency did he provide in that 2022 season and championship run? This guy has battled some injuries, but he has always been reliable for the Warriors.
6 to shoot. Thibault can't get it to go. Baseline try. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 5. Here's Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Sixers ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Melton. Out to the wing. Harrell down low. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Harris outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Harrell. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Golden State basketball. 76ers sub. For Con Cookman. Shake Milton.
The three from Poole. Drains the three-pointer. Poole's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
And Poole up ahead of the defense on that pull-up in a hurry.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Now Harden. Here's Tucker. The 3. They get it again. Tries again. Got a piece of it. And they recover it. Just 5 on the clock. Harden. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And that's a nice play. Harden sure knows how to use that body and length inside.
Curry deciding where to go with it. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Milton. And Looney sends it back.
Looney's starting to play a little bit angry right now. And that's helping this defense be more aggressive.
And Poole gets it to go. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Now here's Curry. Harden missing his last shot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Timeout called the Warriors. And Philadelphia making a change here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. The shot's good from Wiseman.
And Wiggins' game continues to evolve. You saw that right there. Good eye movement, found the shooter.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And what's incredible about Harden, he can dominate a game with the pass as much as the shot. So defensively, you have to prepare for both.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Right side Curry. Kicks it out to Wiggins. For the three. Curry can't get it to go. The 76ers trailed by 8. Here's Maxey. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Steph with a great job there of finding the seam and just attacking the paint, trying to get as deep as possible. And he gets a little bit physical with him, but it'll pay off in free throw.
And so here is Philadelphia. Harden bounce pass. Out to Harris. Launches a 3. Wiseman with the rebound. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Warriors making a change here. The offensive rebound goes back up. And Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 24 points.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. Well, what sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The 76ers trail by 7. Back to Harden. 3-pointer. The Warriors pull it in.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Here's Philadelphia. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 7. There's a minute left in the 4th quarter.
Once again, give it up for your Warriors, Knicks team.
Outside Curry. Kicks it out to Wiggins. There's the triple. The rebound by Harden.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Now here's Embiid. Green with the rebound. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Curry can't get it to go.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Count it!
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
A 3 off the inbound. Offensive rebound. There's Harrell. Great tee that time from Green. And Thompson launches it from deep. Off on that one. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters.
It's to do it when they say I can't. Maybe it's the is what they say I ain't. But either way, I ain't taking that bait. It's 11 o'clock on the dot. I'm on the block. Ain't no time.